The Jupiter is a very important product for TVS, as after the Apache series, it is its highest selling product offering. In fact, the Jupiter is the second largest selling scooter in our country, far behind the Honda Activa. But unlike its Japanese rival, which prefers to keep things simple and safe, TVS has gone bold with the new Jupiter 110. So does the Honda Activa need to be worried? Let's find out. But before we proceed further, here's a quick review of the new TVS Jupiter 110. As I mentioned before, TVS has gone bold. The new styling of the scooter is much different from the older scooter. Gone are the simple lines and the boring face. What you get is a modern and sporty looking scooter. I particularly like this LED DRL running through the apron, which makes it look very premium. The engine has been updated too, as it gets 1 Nm of extra torque. The performance is good, but what will really impress you are the refinement levels of the new engine. Moving on to the features, you get an LCD instrument console and a start-stop system. But what will really impress you of the new Jupiter is the convenience aspect of it. It gets an external fuel filler cap, it can accommodate 2 half-face helmets, and even the scooter offers a comfortable ride quality and has a long seat. All these updates have come at a very competitive price, but there is a catch, and more other interesting details coming your way in the road test video of the new TVS Jupiter 110. The new Jupiter 110 gets an all-new design language. Gone are the simple lines and boring face of the old family scooter. What you get is a chiseled apron which looks very modern and sleek. I particularly like this LED DRL strip going across the apron, which makes it look very premium. It also gets an integrated turn indicator, which is very smart. Overall, the styling of this scooter just makes the new Jupiter 110 looks younger. Moving on to the profile, it does look similar to the older scooter, but seems to have lost a few pounds, unlike me. Moving to the tail section, again you get a nice wraparound LED tail light with integrated indicators. The black panels above it and the black finish on the grab rail makes it look clean and very modern. What amplifies the visual quotient of the new TVS Jupiter 110 are the interesting color options, especially this matte blue shade. Doesn't it look cool? One important aspect for customers in the 110cc scooter space is the fact that whether the panels of the scooters are metal or not. So let's find out. One aspect where the TVS Jupiter was ahead of its competition is features, and the same continues with the second generation too. The new Jupiter gets a reverse LCD instrument console on the top-end variant. The base still gets a semi-digital unit. On the LCD console, you get a large speedometer, fuel gauge, range, real-time fuel efficiency, and 2 trip meters. Then there is Bluetooth connectivity for call and message alerts, along with turn-by-turn navigation. Apart from features, TVS designers and engineers focused on improving the convenience aspect of the new Jupiter 110. The external fuel filler cap has gone from the back to the front below the handlebar, which means when refueling, you don't have to get down from the scooter, which adds to the convenience aspect. The fuel tank now is positioned on the footboard, which means the under-seat storage has gone up, and the Jupiter 110 is the only 110cc scooter to accommodate 2 half-face helmets underneath the seat. Even the footboard space has been increased. Speaking of space, you also get a large cubby hole below the handlebar, which can accommodate a large bottle of water, or you can also keep your mobile phone, as the USB port is just next to it. However, be aware on speed breakers and rough roads, as your mobile can pop out. Then there is a start-stop system. All you have to do is come to a halt, and after 5 seconds, the engine gets automatically cut off. To restart the engine, press the front brake and blip the throttle, and the engine restarts. However, this system is a bit laggy, but something that you will get used to. There is also self-cancelling indicators. Again, it's a bit slow, as even after you complete the turn, it takes some time for the indicators to cut off. The acceleration of the line isn't pretty brisk, but it is decent for a 110cc family scooter. It manages city speeds also pretty well, between 30 to 50 kph. But honestly, even its predecessor managed that speeds very well. What really surprised me about the new Jupiter 110 is its top-end performance. During my office commutes, there are pretty few highways on the road. What really surprised me is the top-end performance of the Jupiter 110, especially on the highway. It manages speeds between 70 to 80 kph without any stress, and that is very impressive. Another impressive and surprising aspect is the refinement levels of the new scooter. This new engine is much more refined than its predecessor, and even the NVH levels are pretty controlled. However, the Honda Activa has a slight edge, as that scooter just glides. In our city test, the Jupiter 110 returned between 37 to 42 km per litre depending on the speeds you carry and the traffic conditions. With a smaller 5.1 litre fuel tank, you are looking at a range of close to 200 km on a full tank. So let's address the ergonomics of the new Jupiter 110. First aspect is the seat height. Pretty low at 770 mm. I am 5 feet 10 tall. I can easily flat foot, and even for shorter riders, this should be easy. Second thing is the weight of the scooter is around 106 kg, equivalent to the Honda Activa. So moving this scooter around the parking lot shouldn't take too much effort. The riding posture is similar to a typical scooter, but one good aspect on the Jupiter 110 is the handlebar position is tall. So when you're taking U-turns, the handlebar doesn't brush against your leg, which is the case in most of the 110cc scooters. The other aspect is the seat. There is a lot of space for the rider and also for the pillions. As you can see, two heavy built guys on the Jupiter 110, and despite Adil's size and my size, we do have enough space for each other. So as a family scooter, the Jupiter 110 strikes a right balance.
Been through a lot, you'd think by now I would've lost my spirit. For so long I couldn't find the music, but now I hear it.
The suspension setup is on the softer end, and the Jupiter tackled most of the speed breakers and bad roads effortlessly. However, on deep potholes, the rear does toss you a bit if you don't ride at slower speeds. The soft suspension setup means that it doesn't attack corners with the same gusto of the N-Torque. But then again, for a family scooter, it feels very settled and confident. The top-end variant gets a disc brake at the front, and the braking performance is up to the mark. However, all other variants get drum brakes, which we feel should be fine, but a disc brake always has the edge with respect to safety. So let's talk price. The base variant of the Jupiter 110 retails for 74,000 rupees and goes up to 87,000 rupees. Now, compared to its predecessor, the base variant, there's hardly any difference between the two scooters, which is great considering the kind of upgrades TVS has given to the new Jupiter 110. However, the top-end variant of the Jupiter 110 is more expensive than the disc brake variant of the Jupiter 125, and I think that TVS should offer a disc brake variant without the connected features, and that variant will be very popular. Now, coming back to the scooter, the Jupiter 110 remains a fantastic 110cc family scooter. It offers loads of convenience, offers a comfortable ride quality, the performance is decent, and so is the mileage. The only problem area that I can see with the Jupiter is the TVS after sales and service, which is not that great. But then again, that depends on your region and your dealer. So if you're in the market for a family 110cc scooter, the new Jupiter 110 is very highly recommended. So what's your take on the new Jupiter 110? Does the Honda Activa need to be worried? Do let us know in the comments. Always wear your helmet and riding gear when you're out riding. please like and share this video, and please do subscribe to the Acco Drive channel.